So at this boarding school I went to, there was this guy in the bathroom mirror flexing. And this guy who was in the year below came up to him. He said, "Yo, bro, I'm trying to get like you." Remember that sentence. "You look big. I'm trying to get like you." That's exactly what he said. I thought about that every day for months. I couldn't get it out of my head. And after about 6 months, I kind of forgot about it. But the next year, when I was in the year above, somebody in the year below me came up to me and they said, "You look big, bro. You're big. I'm trying to get like you." And I swear, the sentence was exactly the same. This isn't accidental, bro. I got big on purpose, but this is when I really learned something really fucking interesting. If I can mentally see something and it can literally come true, how much of that was my cause? Because I probably was friendly to that guy unconsciously, which led to the actions of him coming and saying "Oh, you're big," because I was getting bigger. So he probably came and saw that. He's like, "Oh, you're big, trying to get like you, bro." Because what I'm saying to you, man, if you see something so clearly, it can literally become reality if you do it, if you see it over and over and over. And I know this sounds like hocus pocus. That's why I gave you a realistic example for a young guy. It only took it took 2 years in the gym, but then it happened for me. And you might be thinking, why should I believe this is real? Well, why wouldn't you believe it's real? Because if you believe it's real, and I'm saying there's a chance of it happening, then there's a chance of it happening. But as soon as you say, "Oh, no, that can't be right. That guy's full of shit," you've instantly written off your entire possibility of something like this happening. Why not take the gamble that I know what I'm talking about? I'm Finn, and I help young guys make amazing quality friends, live the life of their dreams. And I think that when you go through your life, you mirror your mind outwards. And it works extremely interestingly socially. I do have a course, by the way, when you're ready and you trust me enough. The link's in the description. I went out the other day and I was in this energy where I kept seeing people looking at me, girls smiling at me, and I was like, bro, they want me. In the back of my mind, I was like, bro, what the hell? I'm the only guy in Hong Kong who's this tall, this good looking, blah, blah, blah. I was gassing myself up. That energy cooked. I went out and I had that experience. This last Saturday that I went out, I was thinking more oh, I'm not that good, in the insecure mindset. And you know what? It was worse. I didn't have as good of a time. I had way more fun the weekend before because, bro, I promise you, your mind reflects outwards and shows you everything. Same environment, different person is why, you've seen a famous guy walk through the streets in Hong Kong, potentially. And there's so many people, giving them attention, speaking to random people, maybe just, a popular guy. What if you just became, that same energy? You think the physical things he has is what's doing that. Interestingly, that has a big part of it because you need the amount of asset to be able to work for your mental to create these realities, right? You need to be well-spoken enough for people to love speaking to you. But if you just see it and you're so confident, your brain naturally looks for everything that could make that a reality instead of when you think, "Oh, I'm not good, I'm not popular," then you look for everything that proves that you're right because whatever your beliefs are, your brain is fighting to prove that right. I mean, recently, there was some girls who I was speaking to. They were all just kind of weird, laughing. It was so awkward. And I don't know if it's just because it was sort of nightlife and, I'm a tall guy and potentially a bit scary. But what I realized is that only happened because I was in a low frequency, when I was in a bad mood. That didn't happen to me a single time. I'm still the same tall guy. My appearance has not really changed much lately. All I did was go up to this group of people and in a different energy. Let me tell you the story. On Wednesday, I went up to these three girls when I, mid-conversation, I walked over, I was like, I nearly died 2 weeks ago. Because I was in Bondi Beach and there was a shooting 1 week ago. And I was like, oh, well, if I was there 1 week later, I would have died. But there I was having a great chat, not creeped out at all. They were super friendly with me because it wasn't what I said, bro. What I said was dumb. But that's the whole point, bro. When you say things, when you say dumb shit, it kind of bro, this guy's just chill. He's not trying to overthink everything. And that energy is loved by people. That's why they welcome me in their chat so much. I spoke to them for 5 minutes. Nothing deep. I mean, I was trying to get that girl's contact, but somebody else came in and game was gone. But the point that I'm making here, bro, it was fucking easy when you're just in that good mood. You've been with your friends and you're confident, your internal thoughts is like, I'm the best, I'm the sickest. Even if your thoughts are, oh, I'm the worst, that is all right, but just like logically, no, oh, I'm kind of like negatively thinking. It's not actually true. It's good to motivate yourself. Like, if I don't get out of bed, then I'm lazy as fuck. But if you think, oh, I'm not worth anything, then probably get to the gym and like do that stuff. But if you're still done that and you're still thinking negatively, just know, bro, it's there. Like, fuck off. Like, it's just gonna be there. You just gotta deal with it. And I know I just said your energy completely reflects what happens. Just go out even with that bad energy, because the only way to get into that good energy is to have positive experiences, like stories that you know, oh, that's who I am. You know, I told everybody in year 10 I was going to get straight A's and get super big. And I had never done anything like that before. I didn't get that big immediately. Eventually I got big as shit. But I got into way better shape. I lost like 15 kilos of fat, or maybe 10 kilos of fat, and I got a lot stronger. And I was in decent shape. People respected me for that. And I got straight A's. Like exactly what I said. I told everyone that's what was going to happen, and it did, even though I hadn't had good grades my whole life. And that's why now, when I say I am going to be the biggest social skills YouTuber on the planet, I know it's going to come true, because once you have one win, you know that everything else is just like a larger scale of that one win. Yeah, it might take more long for my YouTube goals to blow up, but it will. My channel will be monumental, and it won't be forgotten. And as soon as you adopt this mindset and you have one win with it, which will happen, I promise you, if you put the work in, you deserve it, then you will have this energy for the rest of your life, and you just start creating shit wherever you go. Trust me. People call it manifestation, I guess. I have manifested some fucking nuts things, bro. Some of the most crazy things I've ever seen in my mind have come full vision true. It blew me away when I realized this was happening. I was like, I've done this on purpose. I have had a memory, or like I have had a vision that is pretty much exactly the same shit later in life. If you want to learn how to apply this to making really good friends, how to have that energy when you go out socially, click the link in the description, bro. I will fucking change your life. Have a good day.